dashed all, that completely destroyed my ability to focus on what we were doing in this game. And that we were still doing things. Alright, we are over here. We saved, we did something. Pretty sure we spent all our XP. And now we're faffing about in this game. The game is slightly more linear than I was thinking it would be. I was kind of thinking there would be either open world areas to explore, or hidden stuff would actually be hidden. But it's... or even like a town area would exist at some point, like a hub town. And there hasn't really been one. We're like 8-10 hours in too, so...
That's it. Hallam Polum.
That's where you live, right?
They like integrated town, the stores into the save point, so...
We'll stop in when we get there.
No. We're Lassie now, and no one's there but my dad.
Hope. You need to let him know what happened.
They really like prompting me to save, but I also don't think they have any good checkpointing system other than saving, so this works okay. Oh right, back to our hero Snow on the giant flying aircraft carrier.
Okay, time to hunt some Lassie.
So what, we find him and that's that?
Don't get all hot and bothered.
Sarah, am I doing the right thing?
Oh yeah, these guys, the ones who haven't told us jack that doesn't sound super sketchy. Wait, what? Ah, flashback. This is almost halfway through? Really? How did we get to this point? I like the action sequence. Their camera work is getting better. Shaky cam is still stupid, by the way. Don't shaky cam. This is a video game. Shaky cam is stupid. But at least I can follow the action. Their first action sequences in this game were like... they were doing like quarter frame cuts or something. They were doing like quarter second cuts. It was really weird. I guess this is how we knew she was there.
Sarah! Sarah!
Oh, back to being hard to see. Shaky cam and I know, right? The shaky cam is so irritating. I hope they fix that. If they stabilize this, it would be much easier to follow. The real issue, I think, is some of the cuts. They do a lot of really close-up shots, and then they cut really quickly, and it makes the action hard to follow. You really noticed that in the first cinematic of this, I think. That's what I was thinking about a while ago. Since it's been like a few days since we dove into this game.
Hoping to help her, but I was too late.
Yeah, she got nommed by liquid mercury tentacles.
Ow!
I knew you were hard-headed, but
That was
oh,
ow.
snap to it. We're rolling out.
Yeah. Hunting Lassie, right?
This is our chance. Do not let the Lassie escape. Move out.
I will keep my promise, Lightning.
So. Save request. It's like if I die, I don't want to replay it, so I guess I'll save. And then there's another cinematic, which will probably prompt me to save again. Alright. Just an autosave system would be nice. Oh, we're back at the Zos and in Anana? I don't remember her name. Oh right, that's what I was doing. I was gonna change to Japanese voice acting to see if it solved the problem with her voice, because it sucks.
Fresh air. Nice.
So, where we headed?
I'm gonna change to Japanese voice. I
don't
can't do
know.
that here.
I thought you had somewhere in mind the way you
Nope.
took
Okay,
off.
we're gonna leave it for now.
I followed the smell.
What?
Smells nice. All naturey.
Just smells damp. And I think something bit me.
Hide!
I'm surprised you're getting bit. You're wearing like pants and a long heavy coat.
Closest city that way is Palampolam.
She's dressed like
Not good.
she's
Wonder if
dressed
those two
like
were caught in the net.
a hippie who just left Burning Man Festival.
What do we do? Right now, what can we do?
Right. No choice. We run the other way.
They're like super committed to their running plan,
To Nautilus.
but I'm not quite sure. I guess they just decided not to fight and they're just really committed now to not fighting.
As we set off, it was like he'd forgotten that I was still there.
Ah, Vanille, that's your name. Sorry, Vanille.
You want to get the
Okay. I want to see what the Japanese voice actors is like. I think you can change that in one of these games. I'm curious. Keyboard settings, help messages. It doesn't look like you can actually change those. That's annoying. I would have liked to see the option to at least be able to change that, as her voice actor is terrible. It's really noticeable, right? At least it is for me. Eh. Because this is a Japanese game, right? Right? Final Fantasy is a Japanese game, so it would make sense if you could, Oh wow, we have to level up both these. It would really make sense if you could, swap to Japanese voice acting. I guess the game doesn't come with that, though? Alright, I guess you'll be Ravager Commando hybrid. He has offensive synergy abilities. I don't remember what everyone has. I haven't used this crew in a while. This is what I mean about like not taking breaks. You take breaks from some games, you forget what's going on. Alright, she has medic. Medic's good. That's fine. Wait, what are the other two abilities she has as medic? That'll determine whether I take them or not. Oh, she has AoE and okay, that's actually really handy. I guess we'll take medic then. I'll just rock all the way into medic and grab those two. I don't know how important roll level is for medic, but healing up is handy, so let's grab that. I like that our XP carries on to our other characters who aren't even in the party with us. Kind of nice. Saboteur, Ravager. Her Ravager skills don't need to be all that great. Poison. Is this Ravager? Or Saboteur. Apparently Saboteur is also a DPS spec now, okay. I mean, I'm all good with that. This health? Why would there be an adjacent health node? I don't even care. Oh, whatever. I'll pick it up because it's cheap. It'll be cheaper at some point. And nothing else to grab in these trees. May as well. May as well take Ravager, I guess. So I am told. I mean, it is a useful trait. Like, she has some good abilities in it. I didn't know that it was going to get attack spells. That's interesting. I'm curious how the AI will work, because now they have a debuff tree that also has damage spells, right? Because previously it was D-Shell, D-Protect, and that was all you had, so you were, like, debuffing. Now it can do a little bit more, and, crap. What's next? Wrong one. There, it's bumper to change characters, right? The tooltips of this game are kind of annoying. Alright, this guy is my Ravager. He also needs Commando now, though. Without it, you can't beat something specific. I mean, Synergist and Saboteur are pretty handy trees. I'm kind of annoyed. Okay. I think we'll be able to make it. Now I don't have a commando, right, in my party. I don't have lightning, so I'm like, this guy's my commando? How do I want that to work when he's supposed to be like a dedicated DPS? And I think roll level affects your damage or something. It's got to affect something. Maybe I cool off on... Oh, we can add attributes to attacks. That's kind of cool. I think we'll just not do multiple levels in this, and we'll like dip into Commando for this party. If this is how it's going to be for a while. As I know there's like a couple Commando abilities that are pretty handy. But like, this guy's definitely built to be a Ravager. Let's see, we have Attack and Ruin. Blitz would be good, yeah, I'll do that. Assuming we can make it, oh, we can't make it to Blitz, damn. Honestly, just unlocking all the abilities would be useful to us, but that's a ways to go. I think if we stop out on Blitz, where we have an AoE in the tree, that would be good, because Quake is like, Quake costs, what's it called, points to use? Like those TP. So it's kind of expensive, whereas Blitz would be good just so that he can AoE people down. That works. Alright, we spent all our CP, that works.
First things first, we need to clear these woods.
And he has good guns, but she does not.
There's a sight I didn't want to see.
Oh, I should also do something before I screw myself over. What are my paradigms? He's Commando most of the time. That works. I'd kind of like a Ravager, or I'd kind of like a Ravager. A Saboteur Ravager, that would probably work out. No, because I would do Saboteur Commando. That makes more sense. Like in this party composition, he wants to be Commando all the time, and you only like do double Ravager in really weird scenarios. At least that's how I see it. Get me into the fights.
No daydreaming now.
These guys actually don't have that much health, so it might be better to just do damage and identify them first. I forgot I had to do that. Lever this bitch. What's up? It's immune to water and melee and weak to elements. Okay. Let's try not to die now. Oh, his guns changed color. I don't like the yellow as much. Alright, we screwed that up a little bit, but went okay. Like our first fight in a week. I think the last time we played this was either... When did we last play this? Might have played this Saturday? Saturday or Tuesday? It's been a while. Alright, these are new and interesting. Fish lizards, alright. We don't know them, right? They're completely new to us? Yeah, okay. Hedge frog. Sure. Okay, they're hella flimsy and they're weak to a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, they're super weak. Okay. Okay. They're like people we want to AoE down, ideally. Yeah. I can see why we got a 4-star, because we didn't AoE them down. A couple good AoEs would have solved that really quickly.
Well, I guess this is better than homicidal scorpion robots and mountains of trash.
Just because you're correct does not mean you are right.
Minus all the uninvited guests.
I mean, I think they give you enough XP, so even if you're like, kind of dedicated to something that isn't Saboteur, you're probably gonna have Saboteur points on someone. That'll get you through things. Okay, shortcut the turn. US. The easy mobs are probably the least entertaining part of this. If they're like too easy and you just ravage or vandal your way through them, I feel like it's a little bit boring. Or at least a little bit simple. I wouldn't say boring, it's a little bit simplistic. Like the boss fights in this game have been pretty decent, as far as I can tell. Cause like, you know, you gotta keep changing, you gotta keep changing your stances to keep yourself alive. You have to like choose to not attack or be hyper aggressive at some points. Like, they do a good job forcing you to use the... Hell, okay. They do a good job forcing you to use some of your abilities.
You're gonna regret
Kind of wishing I had AoE here. Glad those guys didn't see me. That saves a ton of time on that fight. Although the flimsy side mobs are still like 1 or 2 shotable, so it's not too crazy. Alright. This would be nice. This team doesn't have an AoE, and it's really obvious when you try to kill these guys and you're just like, I need to spend an entire turn on these guys for some reason. Probably can kill him with 2 attacks, right? Yeah. I think the AI also does that. If they're like, we can definitely kill this in a certain amount of time. Like, there's no way it survives. It'll just shortcut the attacks. Can I please? How much XP did I need to get, Someone was really close to getting something there. No, we weren't close to anything relevant here. As we had just capped out these and was looking at Ravager. It's the other guy. Zos. Zos was really close on Commando to Blitz, right? There we go. I want Blitz specifically because Blitz is gonna get me an AoE attack. Which means hopefully those mobs die way the hell faster, like 5 minute, like getting 4-star on like an easy fight like that feels kind of silly. Kind of like this, the like critical damage system. They did a good job with that. I was kind of iffy on it at the start, but now that I know that like you need like a specific subclass to keep the bar from decaying too fast, either that or like a ton of people doing damage, it adds a good chunk to the game. Trying to maintain it, because like when you're dancing between stances, especially when someone's stepping out of commando to like heal or do something, it makes it really concerning. Can I just like... Nah, he's already too late. Damn. I was gonna say... I wanna tap the other one before his bonus damage expires, but it was too late. Like, as you can see, the bonus damage he's taking expires really quickly if you just use Ravager. It's specifically the Commando class that lets you chain bonus damage. They kind of like stop the bar from decaying very much. They don't raise it a lot, but they stop it from decaying, which is basically the same thing. Like Ravager boosts the bar, Commando keeps it going. All the other classes kind of just do a teeny tiny bit, it seems. Which is kind of cool, so you have some variety. You can like change between Commando and Ravager if you need something. If you need more damage, or you're in like the break, or like you're in the break stance, you can just go full double Ravager, do as much damage as you can. If you have like a nice turn break where you can swap that out. Unless the AI is out of sync with you, then it just sucks. Let's look at this Belladonna wand we just got. That should be for her, right? We haven't really leveled up anything of hers, so... Throwing staff is 121. These are both worse. There's improved debuffing on the Belladonna wand. I don't know what that does. Improved debuffing. I mean, it's doing something, right? But what does improved debuffing do when we don't need debuffs right now? Like, is that supposed to be useful? I can't tell.
No daydreaming now.
Yeah, we know what these guys do. There we go. The AoE damage finally coming out. Yeah, it's good for Saboteur, but we don't need Saboteur right now is the thing. God, his version of Blitz is so nice. I'm just gonna go damage. As long as we don't die, it's all good. Zos is injured, but he did all the damage. Yeah, it's probably good for when you actually run Saboteur and you think you're gonna run into a boss. But like when I see trash mobs ahead of me, I don't think, oh no, a boss. So I also don't know how much debuffing I'll actually be doing. Okay, we'll go for this guy. Can we get a backstab? I assume I'm not fighting all 5 of these at the same time. Maybe 3? Just the 2? Yeah, you only need Saboteur for bosses. And all her abilities are magic. There's no reason to go full magic. But like, there isn't any way to specialize in magic other than maybe with your weapon. And again, all the weapons she's had so far are like dedicated magic items, so it's not like I could screw that one up. Like the debuff thing is probably useful for bosses. It's only one magic, so it probably doesn't matter that much. It might actually be better just to run it. But, like, why change from something that's already good? I guess because you only have so many materials, right? That would be the reason. Like, there's only so many materials available for things to level up, so you have to pick one at one point. And I'll probably, since she's still level 1, like Zoss has like level 3 or something guns, so he's kind of stuck on those, but she's probably gonna swap to that staff when I start upgrading her materials. Alright, there's an item here, so we're gonna just do this fight anyway. Like I don't want to fall behind on XP, so I always go for all the enemies I see. At least that's how it works for me in RPGs. Like, obviously it's impossible to stay ahead in Dragon Quest, but you know, there's nothing you can do about that. Dragon Quest is like inherently insanely farmy. Oh, he's still alive, really? Don't waste my time like that. I thought he was gonna die. The auto chain is really handy, but I feel like if you didn't auto chain, this game would be really hard to do and have a ton of menu navigation, which is not an amazing gimmick. Like I'll manually chain if I get some advantage out of it, like when I can AoE instead of single target. It's a pretty good deal. But like, I only have 3 single target attacks, so why go for anything else? Like in theory, like I don't know how often we're actually going to be grouped up. I feel like in this game we're not actually grouped up that often, so maybe a little bit of investment in every spec is worth it, because the teams are changing all the time. Like, it feels like story-wise we're going to stop changing the teams up so much, but at the start we changed teams like every 5 seconds. It's like you didn't know what role you needed or if you could specialize at all, but there isn't actually... Oh, more guns, okay. There isn't actually like the opportunity to specialize because the XP investment in every level is capped all the time. Right? Alright, these weird penguins that are really hard to sneak up on. That's clearly a side path, which means items. Give me items. Give me all the items. Alright. More penguin, puffin type guys. Like at this point I feel I should be investing in Ravager for this character. But hey, there's no choice but to take Ravager because we're capped on XP. For all our other specs. Kinda weird. Like you can cap, but why cap? I assume Doctor's Code is a item for buffing medics. There's a staff for buffing my medic class.
Should be a dock on the other
Again, it doesn't tell me what the magnitude of the buff is, so I can't tell if it's useful or not. But if it's only off by... Oh, cutscene.
Hey, Saz. Tell me about yourself.
Huh?
Any family?
I have a little boy.
Oh,
Oh, so you're married.
he said he had a boy. He didn't say he was married.
I was, yeah.
We
Is she
gotta
dead
get
or
you
Lassie?
home. Your son needs you.
Or maybe they're
Come on,
divorced
we'll
and
make
she
it.
hates him? Maybe? Let's see how this...
It's too late.
Yeah, she's dead.
Is it
See? I
Lassie?
called it.
How'd you...
She's
You might be a lassie, but you're still a daddy.
You're right.
So, what's his name?
Another flashback. They do a lot of flashbacks in this game. Also to the same time period repeatedly.
Hey, Dad.
Like the different perspective for the event. Hello?
Making a wish, huh? What'd you wish for?
If you tell people, it doesn't come true. Or is that birthday only for birthday wishes?
You never smile. So here's what I wished. I wish that you'd cheer up and be like your old self again.
That's a nice wish. Good job, kiddo.
How about that?
Whoa.
Your wish came true.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, it's my turn to wish.
What for, Dad?
That's my little secret.
We've never met that character. Is that his ex-wife or just some random person?
Huh?
You alright?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Pop.
It's
You've really got to keep it together, okay? Now,
the way he said that he had a family and he said he had a boy, and you're like, clearly the wife's either dead or
Some dad I am.
he broke up with her. Or he's just saying that because he's a Lassie, she's dead to him. I don't know. Oh, okay. Avoiding encounters. A powerful Gale Beast awaits you ahead. It will be a difficult fight with 2 people. However, your enemy is slow on its feet, meaning you can avoid the encounter if you desire. When you feel your enemies are too strong, avoid them. Basically, he's saying don't fight it.
Look at that view.
In Classic, we give you this character, but don't introduce it decently. Okay, let's look at the item we were gonna look at. Oh, it wasn't for her. The difference is like 3 magic, 3 strength. I don't know what the magnitude of improved debuffing is, so I can't tell if it's good or not. Dagger maintenance. Oh, I can... Wait. Iron Bangle is not something I should be running. Arc Amulet. I should run... Tungsten Bangle. Give him health, I guess. There's no attack there's no attack item left for him. Have like nothing left to invest in. Nothing too crazy to invest in. He's got all the abilities for Synergist and most of the... Oh, there's an accessory unlock slot. Where's that? $450 would be here. So we need like 700 to get there. That's not bad. Although we don't have a lot of great accessories, that's probably better than what Commando offers us, which is basically nothing but stats right now. We already have all the stats we need from Ravager for him. You can beat those aims, but they take forever to kill. Okay, I'll just avoid fighting them if it's a waste of time. We'll save. No. They look kind of neat, though. Is there a lot of them, or is it just like... Oh. They told me avoiding encounters, so I assume there's a bunch of them. It looks like it's a square area, so if there's nothing down in this corner... And there fucking is. Alright. This is gonna be a nuisance. I want the item. Which means I'm probably gonna have to kill this Gale Beast. Probably. Unless I can loot the item without it seeing me. Nope. I'm betting I have to kill this guy. He's like literally standing on top of it. Nice. Nope. It might be the other one that sees me? Nope, this guy sees me. What are this guy's conditions for aggroing? He's aggroed right now. I don't get that. He's literally sitting still. Like, what's aggroing me? Oh, what's the item that lets you go invisible? Despacito. I'm shrouded now. You can't see me. I still can't open it. Something's locking me in combat. That's annoying. Yeah, it definitely just puts me in combat the minute he's near me. Alright, we have to fight him. I want the item. Jesus, they have a lot of health. Yeah, well, I knew they had a lot of health going into this, so this is going to be a long fight. I'll go for debuffs on him, see if I can keep the, He resisted the debuffs? Oh shit, Zos got one shot. That's not great. I wish we could like res people, that'd be nice. So he's debuff immune while he's like this, I guess. That's annoying. Res sauce. Start this again.
I owe ya.
Change is good, Pops.
I might have missed how much damage he had taken. Trying to figure out how to debuff this asshole. He doesn't seem to be hitting that hard, so I probably just missed the damage that we were taking. This is the right call, right? Yeah, he takes very little damage. Alright. Oh! And he one-shot me for 400 damage. Okay. Okay. How am I gonna get this item? I guess I have to treat it like a boss fight where he randomly... It's for 500. Okay. Well, at least that's a decent checkpoint. Into the fight we go. Ooh, no surprise. And we don't know his abilities anymore, so auto chain will not work on us. We can survive that hit, by the way. It's not that bad for us. It just means like every time we go to like 470 we have to heal someone so we don't randomly die. Means we end up spending a lot of time, wasting a lot of time here. Gale Beast is also immune to debuffs. Says he doesn't have any status immunities, but he was clearly immune to whatever we were trying to throw on him. Unless those were damage debuffs. Let's try that.
Is it really over?
Okay. We'll give this another try. I'm pretty sure we were pretty close to surviving that. We had like 474, so I was thinking we might be okay. He might hit for like 500 minimum. That's a bit of a pain, considering how much health these guys have. No, it just one-shots you. There's no surviving that. Okay.
Is it really over?
That's a thing, I guess. Zoss has offensive debuffs. He doesn't have any defensive buffs. We'd need someone to run the lightning resist ring, but we're taking 50% overkill because 2 hits kill us. 3 hits kill us because it does 600. Or we have 600 health. We need to be running. Yeah, that's annoying. I think Zos can survive it, but we die. We need to run something that's better for us. 20% of 600 is 60. Is 120, right? Resist lightning's pretty good. Iron Bangle isn't going to do the trick for us, so resist lightning, I guess. And like see if we can if there's another accessory in Custarium, I guess that would be the plan. There's no extra accessories. Can we get a health upgrade? We can. Yeah, we got like 10 health. Okay. 670 with 20% lightning resistance, maybe? Like, obviously there's a way to get this item, and it's not by just, yeah, we'll be fine with whatever. As long as we're dealing damage, it's all good. Yep, so it's barely survivable, I guess. You need to be at like exactly maximum hit points though. That makes things slow. It means I have to swap every single time he has a turn and does damage. As it could be my last turn, you never know. Yeah, auto heal is also not healing people to full. That's annoying. Alright. So this will be like 5 break bars worth, or this will be like 5-ish bars worth. He needs to be as close to max as possible, so he doesn't randomly get shocking breath to death. Like that. Maybe we do a bit more damage as Devil Ravager? We'll see. Probably this just means we can CC them more reliably. Let's go.
Follow my lead, Pop. Counting on you, old man. Okay then. Change is good.
So you're right, this is totally like an absurdly long fight, considering how boring it is. I want to see what the item is though, and I don't see another opportunity. Yeah, that's still the best combo. Alright.
Follow my lead, Pops.
We should be dead in the next bar we get through him. Or, the next bar we get him through should be his final one. Yeah, we got interrupted, that's unfortunate.
Keep up, old man. Change is good, Pops.
We get like 1.5% of the way there every hit? Okay. Shit, I need to heal him. He's actually really low. Don't die on me, man. Don't die on me, old man. I need you standing. We need you for like 2 more minutes.
For you.
There's probably a lightning breath going to come out shortly. There we go. We stun down.
Keep up, old man.
There we go. Got him. That was a crazy long fight, but now we've killed one of those, so we know exactly what's involved. And the answer is... Wow, you get 0 stars for that. Okay. No rewards, no nothing. Ouch. I mean, they did... It is basically the tutorial for how to avoid Combat 101. So it kind of makes sense that they're like, don't fucking fight these guys, it's a waste of your time. Doesn't mean I'm not going to figure out exactly what it's worth when you fight them. Sauce has already ran ahead for me. Lever scope, okay. Oh, we know it was a bad idea, and we know it could get us killed, and we knew how much damage it did. I guess previously I was dying in 2 hits, so it only had 2 hits showing? Alright, poppin' things, let's go.
And done. Way to go, Sass. Take that.
Got him. Okay.
Yes.
I knew there was an orb around here I was missing. 10 scaled wings. Alright, more material for upgrades. Sounds good to me. What do we got over here? Apparently that wasn't near enough for his AoE thresholds, I guess. Me, I was thinking AoE is the name of the game.
And done.
Zoss is alive. He can get another turn or fine. And he hit the wrong targets. That's unfortunate. Zoss dies if he takes another hit, but he's also getting a turn, so yeah, there we go. Alright, but we're not fighting any more of those guys since they're not worth it, but the little penguin guys are fine. I can't remember when you... Is it that pretty? Yeah, that is a pretty good waterfall. I actually kind of like the view that way more, but... I can see that. I can see that. Alright. What do we got going on?
You look tired. Not enough sleep?
I guess.
My parents would
Not
say, that's being a
surprising.
parent.
Cute girl like me. It's hard to close your eyes, huh?
I'm just gonna lie down for a bit.
In the middle of the day? He must be middle-aged. Or old.
Being made of the sea, it's not easy.
Stressful week,
I mean,
right?
look, even I'm kind of worried. But even if we don't know what'll happen, we have to keep our dreams alive. Have something to look forward to. You know?
Next stop is Nautilus.
City of Dreams.
Yep.
Be a weird feeling having like a bird dig into your hair. Move around up there. Feels like you have a small weight on your head. Whenever you move around, maybe it falls out.
What?
Might get a weird like hole in the hair on top of your head because the bird's digging around there. Yeah, where'd Zoss go? The bird didn't even notice he left. Where'd he go? I guess we're going solo now. Zoss is to the left. There's a save point to the right. Let's go to the right and... Oh, the bird's gonna say no.
You don't want to leave Saz behind?
Fair enough. Speak to those first. They thought of that, I guess. Not I guess. They thought of that. Makes sense. Not I guess. I'm positive that's what they were thinking when they did that. Not an I guess. Let's have some confidence. Or if you want it off to this.
Saz,
You scared me.
what's up?
I'm just thinking.
Don't blame yourself. You know, you can't control who FLC picks for a focus.
My son Dodge. He was picked. He's in the sea.
Ah, rip your kid.
Said
Hope
he
he's
wanted
alive
to
still.
see a foul sea. So, I took him to go on a tour of the Uriday Gorge plant. Thought I'd surprise him with a chocobo chick to take home, but the second I turned my back, into the energy plant he went. Dodge! Dodge, come out here! Dodge! I know you're in here! Dodge! Where are you? Say something! Dodge! Hey, what's wrong? Dodge!
Daddy.
It's all right. You okay? You're not hurt, are you? What's that? Apparently, those post-Lassie had snuck in and tried to attack the Sanctum Fal'Cie. It did the only thing it could and made dodge of the sea to protect it. My son, he got picked by a Sanctum Fal'Cie. He's a hero. But where post-Lassie, dodges enemies. Psychom showed up right after that to take custody of him. And then, it was one test after another. Even then they couldn't figure out his focus. Maybe it was look for post-Lassie, maybe it was kill him. Either way,
Ugh. That's rough. Sorry, bro.
kid that young even stand a chance. After he was made a Lassie, Dodge had some way of sensing things from Pulse. He was the one who found the Pulse Fal'Cie. But the kid can't fight. So, that's why I put myself on the train to Purgeville. I figured his focus had to have something to do with destroying that Pulse Fal'Cie.
Oh, that's why you're here. Okay.
Thought I could do it for him, and, well, you know the rest. If I was right about his focus, he's probably a crystal already. Of course, if he was supposed to take out that thing's Lassie, then either we die, or he's a Seath.
Die? Really?
Hey, it's
It's a pickle, all right.
yeah, that's a rough conundrum.
But the bird
Bird says don't die.
says no.
We're living for the bird now. That little bird, it needs a parent, it needs a father figure, or an adult. It can't take care of itself, at least as far as we can tell. All right. Skip, jump. All right.
All right then.
Ooh, what's the sword?
What is that?
Shiny. Oh, it makes it rain. That's cool.
A device that makes bad weather.
That's cool, man. I mean, it makes rain, which is also bad weather, but yeah.
Come out to play in the rain, did you? Isn't that adorable?
So we get some scarier vermin the minute it starts raining. Okay. These spheres modulate precipitation levels in surrounding areas. Certain indigenous fauna exhibit rain-shy behavior, taking cover during storms. However, inducing showers can result in encounters with otherwise elusive hydrophilic wildlife. I'm not joking. That sounds like the... Given that there's been no puzzle mechanics in this game whatsoever so far, that is one of the silliest things I've ever seen. It's like, why does this mechanic exist? Not to solve puzzles, it's just there, but it's a cool effect, I guess. Oh, we don't know jack about these guys. That's not great. He should have similar weaknesses like resistance to water, weak to fire, lightning, air, immune to water. That was kind of predictable, I guess. These guys are moderately dangerous. More dangerous than the little penguins would be. If I died, that'd be kind of awkward. Okay. Beat him. I mean, I don't hate the weather. I'm just curious to see what nodes it changes. What if it gets rid of these guys? Touch! Did it get rid of the scaly giant guys? That would count as a puzzle, I guess. Interesting, it just changes them at random. That dragon guy looks kind of scary. Is he still there in rainy mode? He is not. Interesting. I guess I would prefer not to fight a fucking dragon, so I'm gonna go this way.
We might be able to control these nasty critters.
Oh, there's an orb up here. Okay. Oh, I guess this is a new puzzle. It's officially now a puzzle. Looks like the scaly guy moves north. Moves up. I'm guessing that's what happens. So we gotta go this way, clear these guys. Go back. Reset. Yep, looks like it. Alright. Start with ambushing these guys. Oh, there's 4 of them. That could be nasty. We do know these guys' weaknesses, right? Yeah. Shouldn't need to do much more healing than that. Got him. Alright. Good fight, good fight. Knowing exactly how much we needed to heal to clear that was key, I feel. Yeah, that dragon's gonna be a problem. Alright. Oh, there's another dragon there. I didn't notice you. I mean, we ran towards it in the rain. So the dragons take shelter in the rain. Good to know. I assume we'll have to fight one at some point, but there's no point fighting mini-bosses you don't need to fight, right? Scale guys down there. We can run up here, refight these guys, but there won't be a scale thing. Or there is a scale thing, but we already have the item. Okay. I know it's a nightmare. I think we can maybe bypass this. I'm gonna try to bypass it by going right. And there we go. right into this pack of mobs. Hopefully we can AoE them down or something. There's 4 of them. They could hit pretty hard. Getting the AI to correctly AoE is a bit of a pain. Oh, he actually AoE'd there. That's really nice. Courtship dance. I'm afraid I'm not into whatever the fuck those are. Oh, it spawns more of them. That's a problem. Okay, we need to focus these guys then. Much more than I thought we previously needed to. Alright. That could have been dangerous. Alright. Killed it quickly. I'm glad I focused that one guy, because if I hadn't focused him, that could have been really bad. Oh, there was an orb here. We could have totally saved a ton of time and not done that weird run back strat. Alright. I feel like the plan is you're not supposed to fight the dragons. We have 3 of these guys. They can all summon more mobs. Okay. Better take them down one at a time, I guess. Although there aren't any of the purple guys, so I don't know if that means they can't summon them if they don't start with them. As you would assume they'd be summoning in like 3 each right here, right? Making things a complete mess for us, but they aren't. Yeah, we are playing according to their weaknesses. And there's the courtship dance. Summoning more. It's only a matter of time before they go for that. Alright. Must just mean that if they have dead enemies they can use it, maybe? Oh, he didn't AoE there. That would have been nice. If we can just get this guy down, that'd be nice. I'm not really willing to risk my own life for no reason, though. He's summoning more. Kira, come on.
I owe ya.
Now that we've stabilized, we'll go right back into dealing damage. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just the base bonus damage is good. Never mind the like plus 100% tripled state. Two should be enough for us. Here we go. We're actually a little bit... That was actually a little bit closer than the last minute there. If only what's-his-face had remembered to AoE, we might have been a little bit better off, but we don't have AoE and that was our choice. We're like debuff. We're like debuffers and healers. We're a debuffer and a healer right now. And there's no reason to debuff Ugh. Another chest with another one of those guys. I'd rather use the day-night switcher. Or the rain, no rain switcher. And get there with that. You know what's surprising? Despite the fact that our mark there's an absurd number of save points, there has somehow not been a save point in like the last minute. In like the last 10 minutes. I find kinda weird. Oh, there was actually some damage to be dealt there. Alright. Garchimakura. Oh, they're not like ridiculous amounts of health. That's interesting. Or they have like an actual decent amount of health for once. Probably should have focused him from the start. Oh well. He's a little bit tougher than the regular penguins, puffins, whatever you want to call them. They look like penguins. I don't know why I want to call them puffins. Okay. So there's no way we get to that item. Let's convert this. Is skipping any better? Not really. Are the mobs for when you skip any better? Yep, we can take those on pretty quickly. No chance we get this, but we can fight these mobs. That's fine. Handy mechanic for fighting, for getting things done. Alright. Now we just spam fire and kind of wish we had an AoE fire spell. Like, I believe Blaze is the AoE fire spell. At the rate we're going, we'll probably get Blaze at some point. It's only a matter of time. Oh, that guy died. Rip. Damn, I actually have to change stances for a second and not die. Curses, the game actually punishes me for dying. Can you imagine that? A game that punishes you for dying? Wouldn't that be ridiculous? Thought I shortcutted that one a little bit. Although, we're gonna lose our combo a bunch. Oh, we actually made it. I mean, I missed like 0.1%, but that's no big deal. You got staggers decently short. You get like 3 or 4 combos in? Alright. Won that fight. What's in the box? Open sesame. Aqua ring. Water resist? Guessing water resist. Yeah, there might be something on the other side. There is a dragon here though, so I'm gonna try and I was gonna say I'm gonna try and avoid the combat and go check what's on the other side, but here we are. These are elite penguins. I don't know what this Gachimire is. He probably has the same resistances, but I want to make sure the auto chain's working for him. Yeah, these guys hit a lot harder. I think we were killing him even without Zos's help, so I wasn't too worried about Zos dying. Like, once we reached that point, I was like, yeah, there's no way we're dying, so we'll go on. Right. We can flip this, if it matters. We got a dragon ahead of us. Yeah, let's flip it. I think the fight without the dragon is probably easier. And I'm assuming the dragon, since there's like fights you're supposed to avoid now, fights with enemies that look terrifying probably are, or like absurdly hard to kill, are probably rather irritating or hard to kill. I feel like that's a good assumption. I'm just avoiding the pointless fights. Like with these scaly guys. That looks like a fight you can skip, right? Dragon's much more intimidating, harder to skip. That I can easily run by. I have no clue how fast the dragon is. Oh, these fights. The puffin slash penguins should be easy. Oh, I thought he'd be dead then. Yeah, that still went alright. Some solid cleave kept us, kept the pace up. Alright. This guy could turn around, we could maybe get a backstab in. Didn't happen. Oh well. Alright, this could be a pain. These guys have a good bit of health, and the summoning feature they have is kind of annoying when you have like no real AoE. That would be good. I wish we could AoE all the time. But it seems like he's a little bit inconsistent about the AoE thing. Yeah, I gotta swap for a second. Before we all die. There might be a minimum number of enemies there that have, or a maximum number of enemies on the field for them to resummon, maybe? If one of them starts dancing in the next 10 seconds, we know that's probably the case. Yeah, there we go. Like, if there's 2 or less enemies, start the courtship dance. Which gives us an obvious solution, right? Unfortunately, I have to spend 2 turns healing myself to get back to the state where I can shoot something else. Control what he's shooting. Alright. Mudfrog should always be the target, but the AI doesn't seem to know that. Which is unfortunate. Because it adds a lot of damage we have to do. fight over. That's probably a 4 or 3 star. No way it's getting higher. Yeah, I called it. Getting better at being able to tell when things are going too slowly and when things are going reasonably quick. Alright, this is a good save point and also something so smushy. Yeah, I was gonna say, it also feels like we should be near a mini boss or a boss. That looks like a boss chamber. Big, bulging round room that's like twice as big as anything else, with plot behind it. I sense a boss. What would I do after this for these guys? Maxed on both of those. I guess the roll level is missing for Synergist. And the accessory is missing. Even though we don't have a good item for him, still useful. Kinda wanna get him Ravager, but kinda wanna get, well, there's no roll level I can pick up for him, so there's no real value in that. It's just health, strength, and magic, which this also provides a solid amount of. Roll level. Synergist is probably more useful. At the very least, because he might use it at some point when we're like buffing things sky high because we're fighting hard enemies or something. Like, that's when I think I'm gonna use it. We'll see when we actually encounter a boss with this composition that lasts more than like a minute. Do we have anything useful? Wind damage to targets in range. Lightning damage to target. Overwhelm would be useful. I mean, all these are pretty useful. What's this branch? Fire. May as well spend the XP on more stats, right? There's an AoE now. Like, you don't want to say you have a suboptimal spell, right? So you kind of want Thunder. Because like, if the boss is weak to lightning, then you probably want to get it. Same with Overwhelm. These are actually pretty good abilities. Gain bonus crit effect for each ally targeting the same enemy. Better in numbers, but still. Now we have like an AoE lightning ability. That's pretty handy. Aqua Ring is water resist? Yeah, I called that one. Pretty obvious. Alright. I think time for me to take a bit of a break. We've been going several hours. Yeah. Game's fun, but I gotta get to bed at some point. Otherwise, I just can't get up in the morning. I think we're gonna call it here, right before what looks to be a boss chamber. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great night. This has been Ethereal, playing Final Fantasy XIII. I'll see you next time.